this is Rich with R&R Village Experience. Hey, it's been a month since we got back from our lifestyle visit, so I was going to give a update on just what it was like and what we did for any of those who are interested. So I'm not sure if I'll do this in one video or I might break it up into another, because I know people don't like to watch real long stuff. But anyway, we did our lifestyle visit back in May. I think it was the 22nd, Tuesday to Tuesday. We did the 7 days. We even got there a day earlier just because we wanted the full day. Our first day there, we wanted it to be a full day. So when we got there the night before and just stayed in a hotel, the Comfort Suites, I think it was, right outside Spanish Springs, which was pretty good and pretty reasonable. So you can check in on your lifestyle visit as early as 8:30 in the morning. We made ours 10 just so we can relax in the morning, go out, get a little breakfast, and shoot on over. And we met our village's sales rep in Brownwood Paddock, the sales office there. She brought us out to our accommodations, which were really, really nice. It was a 3-bedroom bungalow, I think they call them. I always thought bungalows were small, but this was pretty big. It was real nice. And I did videos on this if you want to check out what it actually looked like inside. I did a pretty good video on that. So make sure you check that out and like and subscribe to the page to find out more information on everything. I also posted just about everything I'm going to talk about in videos that I already put out on R&R Village Experience. R&R, I'm Rich and my wife is Ronnie, and we did it, so stay tuned. So if you watch the videos, or just say our accommodations were really nice. It was the 3-bedroom, and the sales rep, Sandy, she went through everything. They give you like a welcome packet that has maps and shows you where things are, and you kind of get an idea of how far they are away from where you were staying. Actually, your accommodations is basically right across from Brownwood Paddock Square. Now, although you could probably walk over there, I wouldn't advise it because you got to cross Powell Road, which is a pretty busy road, and it wouldn't be worth doing. You can also drive over or use your golf cart. Included in your lifestyle visit is a golf cart, and we were surprised it was a gas golf cart, because you can pretty much, the whole week, you're not going to run out of gas, so you never have to worry about charging it or anything. So, and to get over to the square, the village network for multimodal paths are very convenient, and some of them go over the roads and some of them go under the roads and some of them alongside of the roads. So we drove a golf cart before, but it was always on a golf course, so we have to be ready to learn how to do it right on the road, which is pretty easy. Just be careful, watch out for others, drive defensively. But anyway, so we were off on our lifestyle visit, and the first day, of course, we had like 2 days of rain. I mean, like rain all day. So we used that time to, number one, we went to the grocery store, which is real convenient right down the street, and get a few things that we need. The village does supply you with just about everything you need except for food. They do give you coffee, which I was surprised at, and anything you run out of, you can just call them to get. So what we decided to do on our first day there was we went out and checked out different places, the places we were going to go the next day, or if we wanted to try pickleball, of course, I mean, who doesn't want to try that? But anyway, our sports love is tennis. So we went to different facilities to find out what you have to do to sign up and where you get the equipment, etc. So and your welcome package, you'll get like ID cards, which you're going to have to bring with you just about everywhere you go. and also a gate pass where you can scan it to get inside the different villages, etc. Of course, you don't really need that, but because they just have a red button you could push. It says press for help, but it just opens the gate. But I know all the villages, I do believe, have cameras at all the gates, so they monitor who goes in and who goes out. So anyway, we went up to, I think, the Rohan Center our first time, and we just got familiarized with the area. And some of it you can, well, it's all accessible by golf cart just about, but what you have to keep in mind is the distances. Of course, we try to pack everything we could into our lifestyle visit. So if we wanted to do an event at 8:30 in the morning, another one at 11, sometimes you need to take the car because one's further away than the other. But anyway, we went and we did the pickleball thing, and got our rackets out of the shed and just got in line. Everybody was welcoming and accepting, and we told them we never really played before, so it was a beginner's kind of situation. So you just stand in line and say need one player and just kind of say what your level is, and they don't care. You play a game to 11, and you get back in, and pretty soon after a couple times playing, you can play as much as you want, because like anything else, you play one right after the other, and some people, including myself, you get tired and want to sit one out. So kind of did that, and I even took a pickleball lesson that was arranged for by our sales rep in the villages. We also looked at some houses we were down there, and I'll say this, and I think if you've watched any videos on the villages, there's like absolutely no pressure. You just tell them what you're looking for, and they just take you, and they're not twisting your arm to buy it, and just tell them your situation and stuff. So we had pretty much in mind what type of house we wanted, so, and where we wanted it, and that's kind of what we went with. So okay, so the other thing they tell you when you go get your welcome package, and I'm sure if you don't already have it, get the Villages app, because the Villages app is just a wealth of information of what's where. Thing I liked about it is it has like a built-in like GPS, so in other words, you want to go to the Eisenhower Rec Center, and you put that in, and it says you want to go by car or are you going by golf cart. If you go by golf cart, that's the part that it goes, and it takes you to the paths, how to get there through all the golf cart paths. So, and by car, of course, it tells you the route. You're pretty close to Eisenhower Center at Brownwood Paddock anyway. So one morning, and also on the app, we wanted to play tennis. So we used the app, and on the app, you just kind of key in what you're looking for, and it kind of comes up with, do you want it today, tomorrow, the week, or whatever. So we found a mixed doubles tennis match. It was, I think, at Lake Miona, however you say it. And so we just showed up there and one morning, and they just worked us in. Again, everybody was very, very acceptable to us, receptive to us, and it was just a good time. And then immediately after that, we wanted to go to the First Responders Rec Center and try that 18-hole green golf course. So we took the car that day because, like I said before, you have to plan out where you're going, how long it's going to take you. And so we went to play tennis in the morning, drove there, and then from Lake Miona, we drove up to the First Responders Rec Center, which is would take you from Brownwood, I think, like an hour and 20 minutes from Brownwood to drive by the golf cart. So that's why we took the car. And really, there's only a golf cart entrance to that center through the villages. So you have to go out and get on 301 and on 42 and come in that way. But if you have a GPS, your GPS will figure it all out for you and you get there. So we did go to the first responders, and that was one of the newer rec centers, I think, and that's way up in the north part of the villages. So the course was, I thought, just greens. We, pop it once or twice and you're done. But some of those holes are pretty tricky, and the greens are very, very good. So check that out. I did a video on that also. So after that, we headed back to for lunch over at Glenwood, which is a country club and rec center and tennis courts there. I know Glenwood and Lopez, I think, are the only two places that have the Rubico tennis courts, and we're used to playing on Rubico, and it's kind of like for those of you who don't know, it's kind of like a synthetic clay or dirt or whatever. But so we went to check those out, and those are extra. If you wanted to play there, you have to pay a little extra to play there, just like the championship golf courses. So we did there, and we had a great lunch there. We found the food and prices very reasonable, and from there we went back to the accommodations. So I'm going to talk a little bit about the paper next.